What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the latest episode of Unplanned and Unashamed with Ray Money and Isaiah Pinnell. And we are back with another episode of Unplanned and Unashamed.
We back.
Yep, and Ray is out of his recliner.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you something. It's always something happening in the background. Background can't stop. Air fryer going.
What you got cooking in the air fryer?
I mean, we got some wings, man. I'm in I'm here in Cherokee at the casino again.
Gotcha.
Man, so it's everybody else be having they go down to the restaurant. I have a crock pot sometime in here. So
Gotcha.
greens and everything. No, not this time.
What kind of chicken wings are they?
Just some buffalo wings.
Gotcha.
Just something to drop in the air fryer.
Gotcha. See, I'm like, when it comes to chicken wings, I'm not a big like buffalo wing guy. I like the teriyaki wings.
Yeah, sure.
I like the sweet stuff.
Oh,
is that your hotel room?
Yep. Sorry, the camera button.
Oh, you're fine. What I was trying to figure out what you was watching on TV. Let's see if I can guess it. Hold on, that looks like some cooking show.
It is. I wasn't watching. I was just kind of flipping through the channel. But I will watch it though.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. But it's good, man. We back for another one.
Mm-hmm.
You back for another one, man. You been out yourself, man, working in the road?
Yeah. Huh?
You out hitting the road?
No, I haven't done stand up in a while. It's been a minute.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Man, hey, well, it's all right, man.
I need to start getting out there and hitting it again.
It's all good. This is downtime. You got to work on your stuff now.
Right.
Downtime's come, so.
And start writing some new stuff, new bits.
Yeah.
I wrote a one the other day.
Oh, good deal.
Yeah. I wrote one about my mom.
Don't tell me.
I don't want to tell you too much, but it was a true story. I'll give you a sneak peek because it's a true story about my mom and the mall Santa Claus in Bristol, Tennessee.
I got you. Oh man,
and it was like right before I was born, but yeah, that's the footnote.
Is it clean or dirty joke, or is it kind of, what would you rate it?
It's in the middle. Like there's no language involved, but I mean there's definitely a lot of innuendo involved.
I got you. I mean I don't got no bias either way. People tell their material how they want to do it. Some people wondering like how now how comedy has changed. You know, like some of the stuff. Who's the guy? There's a few comics that have gone. Used to go to like Lenny Bruce and all these other guys who go to jail for the stuff that they say. Mm-hmm. Like how it's evolved over the years. Like that's why I asked. Like so, I'm like, what is it? It's very interesting. Like back then, you couldn't say anything. He would go to jail for something. What he said, with there being the freedom of speech, which makes it very interesting.
Right. And I mean, I'm pretty sure George Carlin went to jail, and that was, more recent. Lenny Bruce is back, 50s?
Yeah.
And then I think, George Carlin, I think this would have been the 70s.
George Carlin went as well?
I'm pretty sure he went to jail because he used to have a bit. I think it was about the 7 dirty words, I believe is what it was. And I think, he did this bit about a list of like the dirtiest words ever. And he narrowed it down to 7. And I think he went to jail in one city when he was telling that bit. I'm not sure what city, but yeah, I think he went to jail for telling it.
Man, there's a lot of. You're interesting when who is that? It's like a guy like what Sam Kinison or some of these other guys that would do the. So I don't know if I told you. Yeah, I probably have, but I went to the Comedy Museum. They had a blue room with all of the stuff in the bottom. So this kind of changed. So I was interested in what made you. So yours you just kind of fall in the middle.
Yeah, it would just kind of fall in the middle. Richard Pryor went to jail too. I'm pretty. Moose typed that in the comments in the group chat.
Richard Pryor went to jail. Did he go to jail for the language though? For what he was saying, or was he going for something he did? What did he do? Did he do something?
So he was arrested in Virginia for swearing on stage, and it was the same year Blazing Saddles was released, which is a movie that he co-wrote with Mel Brooks. And did you know that Richard Pryor was supposed to play 1974, that was the year. He was supposed to play Sheriff Bart, but I think he stepped down. And I forgot how they got Cleavon Little to play Sheriff Bart.
But what did he say? For swearing on stage? Like,
and I wonder where it was at in Virginia.
Yeah.
Yep, I was right. George Carlin was arrested in 1972 on disorderly conduct charges at Milwaukee Summerfest for performing the 7 dirty words you can't say on television.
So, but that's the thing. What did they arrest him on?
I guess it like.
Oh, you said saying disorderly conduct for him. Mm-hmm. That was somebody being an asshole.
I guess just for like because
he was out doing it in the public and it wasn't in a. I guess because Summerfest is like an outdoor activity. And I guess the profanity probably was the thing they took him down on. What he said? And Richard Pryor was he in a club or was he out outside somewhere? So that's gonna be the thing. Can you say this joke outside?
Yeah, I'm curious now. I wonder if Richard Pryor was outside or inside. But yeah, that's a neat piece of movie trivia. He almost played Sheriff Bart, but he backed down, and they got Cleavon Little instead. Oh, Pryor was on stage. But so it was like indoors then.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what was he saying that said, all right, that's it?
Right.
Because now I got to worry what I'm talking about.
Right.
And I mean, even what he said.
Even Carlin, I mean, getting arrested outside, like if this was like why? It was different back then. That's all I gotta say. In that early 70s, it was different back then as far as like what you could and couldn't say on stage.
Yeah, we ain't too far away from it. We got some new laws coming into place. Here we go. He was playing. He was curious when he was arrested. I'll say Moose said he was playing a huge concert when he was arrested for what they call disorderly conduct because the obscenity laws didn't stand up in court, he added. So when police would bust somebody for obscenity, they would issue a different charge.
But now it's not the police that are like, now it's like the people that are like getting up on stage and like tackling somebody and celebrities getting up and slapping other people for a joke.
Yeah. And
that was a good joke too.
What?
that joke that got Chris Rock slapped.
I don't know. See, I don't know. That's different. But I'm like, all right. what did he say to the? I mean, because that's very interesting. Because I guess he said he did the bit. What is the 7 words you can't say on television? I don't know the bit.
Oh, so the 7 words was piss, shit, MFer. I ain't gonna say the one from one. It was a dirty bit. I think one was the C word. I think.
I got you.
See you next Tuesday.
That's very interesting because people, yeah, man.
I was right. It was shit, piss, the C word, another C word, motherfucker, and tits.
Hey, look, first of all, you're saying them, Isaiah. We don't know if it's over yet.
Oh, we're going to get flagged. I said like 5 of them.
Yeah, look, but you didn't say it in that necessary order. Maybe that was it.
Well, I left out a couple of them. I left out the 2 C words.
Yeah, that did it.
Because my mom listens to the show, and I don't want her to.
Look, I didn't say none of them, so clearly, Mama, your son is a bad influence on me.
Yeah, I didn't want to use that one word. And then Mom listened to it and be like, I can't believe you said that word.
And for those of y'all want to know what word he's talking about, I'll clarify. It's that lady at your job. The lady at your job that you can't stand. That is sometimes, it's one of those forbidden words that starts with 4 letters. You would normally call her that, but you don't normally say it out loud. And
I mean, I basically said it a few seconds ago when I said, see you next Tuesday. That wasn't leaving much up to the imagination. I was waiting on you to figure that one out.
I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so Looney Bruce was saying he was arrested for saying 9 words. So it started with Lenny Bruce. He said all the 9 that he said all 7 of what George Carlin said, plus 2 more.
But I love how ass was one of them and balls. Like that's not that bad. Like that's not that bad.
Nah. I'm like, man, I'm surprised they haven't got me yet. I done said all of these. Not at once, but I think if you say them all at once, then they should lock you up. Because now you're irate. If you say all of those outside of just saying it now, because you're performing, you're saying all of those at once, then clearly you've lost it. Yeah.
But I mean, people say like today's generation is dirty. Lenny Bruce said all those 9 words back in like 1960,
and he got locked up for it.
Right.
Today, it's in every song.
But I'm just saying they was dirty back then too.
They really were.
I mean, they was dirty back then.
He was just the only person on TV in the public eye of saying those words.
Yeah, I guess back then.
But I can tell you right now, I don't give a fuck. What does it say? Here we go. What does it say?
Wait, words you can't say. No, wait. Words you can't say now on TV. Words you can't say now on TV. What, you can't say asshole on TV? That's not that bad.
Man, come on.
You can't say beat off on TV.
There's a combination of words there.
Bullshit, You can't
now
say
they
that.
just got regular words. You can't even say job and blow. You can say them separately, but not together. Carpet muncher. Yo, where you getting these?
Wait, what?
Hey, this is a crazy list. The Moses sent us a list of 33 items you cannot see on TV now. All right. Dirty Sanchez.
Wait, there's more. There's more. You can't say hand job. You can't. Wait, this one's funny. You can't say Hershey Highway on TV.
Yeah. Look, so this is the thing. I battle with this because I be trying to do better.
You can't say mofo on TV.
Yeah, they got a nice list. You can't even say Jesus Christ. What? How has Jesus Christ become a cuss word? Yeah. Wow.
You can't say poontang.
You can't say swallow. What? I need to swallow. What? What?
And you can't say tit. You can't say tit either, or taint.
I get it. That makes sense. I mean, this is interesting. I wonder who come up with these, like, who the people that say, all right, no, can't say that on TV, can't say this on TV.
This episode will be rated E 100%.
No, this is definitely not a episode will be rated E for everyone. E 100%. Let's see.
But wait, I thought so 53 is shit. I thought you could say that on TV because I've heard that used on wrestling a bunch of times and they don't bleep it out.
Hey man, who's TV? That's the thing. People watch different TV, and TV is not just TV anymore. Like, your phone is really most people's TV. More people, I'm sure of it at this point. More people watch their phone, which they're not actually directly going to the stuff that's actually being televised. It's more on these apps. So I'm sure they don't necessarily have to abide by all the guidelines on their apps. And it's more company based on what they want to allow, and maybe uncensored, their level of censorship based on their network. So like, you can watch somebody get stabbed to death in an episode, but you don't say Dirty Sanchez.
Or you can't say fudge packer.
Yeah, like I watch a CSI episode. Some men get strangled with a plastic bag. Oh, what is it?
But God forbid they say coochie, then they get canceled.
Hey, wait, that's enough.
Should we just go down the list? No, I'm kidding.
No. I mean, that's just the thing. You know, learning what's acceptable for every person. That's it. That list is going to continue to grow. Let me see.
Indecent and profane content are prohibited on broadcast TV and radio between 6 a.m. and but like
after 10 o'clock, it's up then. We got the 10:01. That's when this list rolls out.
But like, okay, so with Yellowstone, that was on Paramount Plus or not Paramount Plus, but Paramount Network. What's Yellowstone? The TV show?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
You've never seen Yellowstone?
What is it about?
It's a Western.
No, man, look, come on. I ain't seen all the... I don't really watch TV that often, man. I be like in hotels.
With Kevin Costner and the Duttons and all that.
I have no clue.
But so this is for like the big TV networks like ABC, NBC. So it doesn't apply to like Paramount Network,
Bounce TV,
even though it's on cable.
Do it apply to Bounce TV? This is going to be on.
so like with comedy, so like if you have a show on Comedy Central, you can get away with a little bit more. Or if you have a show on like Yellowstone on Paramount Network, you can get away with a little bit more. Because I mean, on Paramount Network, when they play Yellowstone and 1923 and 18 and all that, all those series, they showing naked girls and they dropping the F-bomb and they saying all kinds of stuff. And that's at like 8:00 at night.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I was actually at work watching 1923 one day in the break room on a big TV.
You say they showed like what's 1923?
It's a show with Harrison Ford and Helen. How do you say her last name? Mirren.
I got you.
It's one of those Yellowstone spinoffs. Anyways, I was watching it in the break room. I'm like, oh, I hope this isn't the episode that has the two naked girls on it. And sure enough, the next scene is the two naked girls in the kitchen talking to one another. And I'm like, change the channel.
And who was it? You said it was just two girls naked on a show?
And I was watching this at work.
Hey, man, Isaiah done rewind the show at work 3 times. You know what I seen? I've seen this clip 4 times. They've been talking in the kitchen.
I put it on pause. I was like, everybody leave the room for about 20 minutes.
20 minutes? You're filthy.
Whoever's the last one out of the room, close the door, and I'm going to come up behind you and lock it.
All right. Who was that? What's the name? What's the other comment they said that it was in the news? Put his dick out, white dude with the bald head. God, older dude. He's red. Well, he wasn't bald head. It was kind of Louis C.K.
Yep.
Hey man, that's I don't know. I guess watching all the shows, it just make you want. I guess if you're making a show, I guess one of these big networks, you gotta. If you're gonna have any of that, it's gonna move your time slot to where you can potentially be.
So Paramount Network, Comedy Central, what other networks would be like? I guess like Adult Swim. So all those wouldn't be considered major networks.
Ain't no way Adult Swim. Adult Swim, I think, use this list to start.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna say all these words.
This is where they. This is the list they use as the beginning points.
Right. And the same thing with like whatever shows, whatever network has South Park. They're like, yeah, we're gonna use all these words.
Hey man, I'm just looking at it. I never look. My vocabulary is expanding as I look at this list. What is a fudge packer?
I mean, there is a couple that I've never.
What is this? You can't say reach around. This is hilarious.
There's a couple on the list that I've never heard of. I'm just gonna be.
It is very interesting what they've added to the list. So, what was number one? Number one was asshole. And you can't say skeet. It's interesting though. Whoever made this list I wonder, is this the list actually for the TV? Like, is this the list that, hey, if you get to scratch it, or who gets to decide what goes on the list? Is there a vote? But I get it.
If I was coming up with a TV show, that was on a network, I'd be like, we're gonna say all the. No, I'm.
They do all of that, and I just turn on. I don't know what network this is, but it's a Viagra commercial right in the middle.
Put it on South Park and see what kind of see if they adhere to this list.
They don't want you to. They want you to talk about it.
Listen, put it on the Chappelle Show and see if they adhere to this list.
Yeah, I don't know.
I bet when they was making the Chappelle Show, they got a lot of meetings from the network executives.
I think that's part of why he wasn't paying him so much. Is what he said, because he was the creative freedom. Say what you want to say. Would you include Poonanny?
Poontang. I mean, those are funny ones.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's the crazy part is this list will forever grow.
Right.
So there's new words being made up to evade this list every day and every second. There's somebody out there that's going but not to replace these all the way, because these are still valuable. A few of these I used just recently. Let me call somebody. Oh no. I should stop though, because I really do try to be. I don't know. Do you censor yourself at times?
So I try to.
Sometimes. Because you don't want to go to jail.
So it just depends, like, on who I'm around and stuff. You don't want to.
Okay.
Like,
so why?
Well, because I mean that, like, all these words, like, you wouldn't use, like, in front of your mom or stuff. But if you like hanging around with friends,
wait. Why would you say you wouldn't use? So you would or you wouldn't use them in front of your mom?
Some of these words I would use in front of my mom. I ain't even gonna lie. Some of them.
Okay, so
just a couple.
With the other ones, why you wouldn't use them?
Like all these words, probably wouldn't use it in front of my granny.
Why?
It's just. I guess it's just trying to, like, it depends on person to person, like, because if they don't use those words, then you probably shouldn't use it, but around that person.
How do you know they don't use those words?
True.
Because they don't use those, you don't use those words, but you actually use those words, but you don't use them with them. And then they don't use those words. They use those words, but just not with you. You think your grandmama ain't said, motherfucker?
Well, okay, maybe my grandma, but my great-grandma that's 90?
Yeah. I get it. I mean, it's a level of, it's some respect. I get it, if I would be, cussing out a minister or nothing like this unless they deserved it. But I'll just play.
Like you wouldn't say these words around a preacher. Like you wouldn't.
Unless they deserve it. But this is. I'll just play it.
Like you wouldn't go up to a preacher that's really nice and be like, "You mofo." Yeah.
No. I mean, I have, but I was mad. This was not the point. But that's the thing. You don't know. I don't know. I guess this is the thing. You said you say them, and you would say them around somebody or not, and if they use it, but it's just this.
Well, I mean, and then there's certain words on the list that I wouldn't say like at all. Like it depends on like.
I guess my point is getting to why would you say some? What gives the clearance to say, okay, I'll use that one versus okay, I'm not going to use that one. What is the thing that says you won't use those words? So you use those particular words. Would you say dick in front of your mom?
If it was like in a joke, yes, I would.
Huh. So the joke gives it the pass?
Yeah, like if I was like repeating a joke that I heard, I probably would use it. Or if I'm like, talking about somebody that's mean, I might be like, oh, that guy's such a...
Okay, what's one that you would use with your mom from the list?
A-hole. Because that's, again, I would use that to be like, oh, that person's such a, BS. I'd probably say bullshit in front of her. Let's see. Shit.
Okay.
Like certain words that I've heard her say.
Okay, you just all right. This is what, bro. I done heard you say this, so I'm gonna say it.
Kinda.
Don't tell me no, because I heard you.
Like it's kind of like if you're comfortable saying it around me, I'm comfortable around kind of. And then there's like I said, there's certain words on the list that I wouldn't say at all.
I got you. I see it. I see a few of them.
Like the extremely offensive ones. Nah, I ain't seen those.
I got you. It says mofo.
Tit, I'd probably say that around my mom.
Yeah,
because I mean that one ain't even that bad.
Yeah, you don't even know what else to call it.
Right?
He's like, nah.
Like that one, that was not even that bad.
He's like, yeah, those some beautiful breasts, and you see enough with those right there. Those are not breasts. Those right there. Those two humongous things right there. Those are titties.
I mean, like, is there any words that on the list that you'd feel comfortable saying around your mom?
Man, I'm saying, oh, my mama a thug. Nah, she look, at this point, my mama, I've been doing this, I say whatever, so my mom and them, they are understanding of it. So it's I know you gonna say, I mean, I get passed, but I'm generally only I don't say these in regular conversation, but I will say them on stage in the joke, in the context of the joke, like you would. But I would just be wondering. So my parents now, if they hear me saying it, or unless I'm mad, if I'm mad, then any of these, nothing's off the limits, off the table.
Right.
But if I'm not mad, nothing like that, then generally this is my normal conversation. Then it's not as utilized as they are on stage.
Right.
So I was, and it's only for artistic purposes. So if it requires, but I don't generally write I try not to write stuff that I'm having to use it. But if in the case it came up where it fit to be the descriptor that would best characterize what I'm talking about and describe, but yeah, because if you need to know.
There's a couple on here that I'm surprised ain't on the list.
Like what?
Like there's a bunch of like porn related stuff and like sex related stuff on this list, and then there's some that I'm like, well, that should probably be on the list too. Like Bukkake, that probably should be on the list.
So, but this is the thing. It'll put the what you meaning behind it. These meanings change. Moist in a sexual context is not permitted.
So you can say, oh, that cake that lady's making on TV is moist, but I bet her vagina.
You can't say. Wait, I don't think vagina is vagina on the list. I don't think you can say that. Oh. Yeah, wait, I don't see it on the list.
Is missionary on here? Like, isn't
it's gonna be on the list next though.
That needs to be on the that should be on the list too, I think.
And then
like if Doggy Style's on here, that'd be another one. Like there needs to be subcategories for like
Doggy Style is a much more unpleasant. Apparently, what they put next to it, sexual act. Sexual context. That's what they'll put next to missionary.
So you can't say Doggy Style, but I wonder if you could say like Dirty Doggy or something like a derivative of that.
Nah.
Like I wonder if ABC will be like, okay, you can't say that one, but you can say like hitting it from the back or something.
I don't know. I don't think you can say that one either. I'm pretty sure you can't say that one. That's one I'm pretty sure you can't say. I don't think you can say, hey. Nah, that's but
see, like these are ones that should be on the list. Like all the derivatives and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like you probably couldn't say like, oh, back shots. Like that probably wouldn't be on the list. That probably should be on the list.
See, like to my point exactly. As long as the language is there and these things exist, the list is gonna forever grow. Back shots didn't make the list when this list was created, but it's a commonly known terminology.
They need to update it because I mean somebody might like look at this list and be like, "Hey, we're gonna use that on ABC Network."
They'll just revamp and they just do it delicately. You can't say like they said. What was this other one on here? It said shots. She was taking shots from the back. Yeah, it was. But I don't know, man. It's very interesting especially when writing. I try not to include this stuff in there, but you know, some of the expressions when I write, I don't like take them off, but I just don't necessarily add them in there.
Right.
Just because it's not in my normal like language all the time. Like shit is, but you know, some of the other ones, but it's just not in my vocabulary or my normal daily conversation. I wonder if there's I don't know. You can the stuff that you see on TV is interesting because now you can't. It says, how do you have a church show and you can't say Jesus Christ?
Right. But now I guess like the church shows wouldn't be considered a major network, would it?
I guess so.
Like TBN, would that? I don't think that would be considered a major network.
So if the material that you wrote falls in the middle, back in line, if it had any of these, would you be willing to adjust it for the network?
So let's see. It's all about context, and like most of these, or some of these words. So, like, if you're preaching, you can say Jesus Christ, but if you're like yelling at somebody that's like, I don't know, doing something wrong, you can't say Jesus Christ.
Huh. Yeah. Yeah. That's very interesting.
But yeah, I guess there's some of these words that like I would change for a network.
Oh man, I'll change them all. Nah, I don't know about that. I just it gotta feel comfortable. So that's why you just write a lot of it. So you got a bunch.
But and then another question, like, what is considered a major network now? Because like there's certain shows that come on other networks that wouldn't be considered a major network, but they're getting more views than a major network.
So what is it? How many views do like a NBC, NBC, ABC? What type of like viewerships like on for one show, like their hit show? What would be like there? Do you know what how many views a hit show would get like in a single night?
That's a good question. Like, I'd probably say it would be like up in the millions, like 5-6 million.
That's interesting.
But and then there's probably certain shows that are getting way more than that.
I wonder the same for the apps like the Hulu, because we got viewership in different places.
Right.
Well,
let's see. The FCC regulates TV channels that are licensed to broadcast through the airwaves, including local broadcast stations and educational stations. So, like, PBS would fall in that category of you can't say those words.
That makes sense. So I get it now. You got safe TV for kids. I got it.
So I'm wondering, because again, going back to Yellowstone.
Because after from 6 to 8, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., those are the hours that kids should be awake. But after 10 p.m., their asses should be asleep. Right. In the bed. And then grown folks television come on with all these words, Adult Swim, all that. But during the daytime.
Yeah, after 10, those kids are asleep and you can say whatever the heck you want to. Mm-hmm. So I'm curious, like I'm wondering when they re-aired Yellowstone on CBS, I think they aired it at like 8 o'clock, but I wonder if they censored some of the language out. Huh. I'm curious now.
Maybe. I mean, I think that's probably within the script stuff, or they probably did that before edit. If they were intending to have it on TV.
Right.
Or they say they probably have two versions, the edited version and unedited.
Right.
That's how they do the music. What was you'll hear a song on Apple Music or one of these other Spotify or something, and they got the hardcore, and then you'll hear it on the radio. It's the clean version.
Right. Yeah. Or there's certain songs on my Alexa that'll play the clean version instead of the dirty version. I forgot what I was listening to the other day, and it played the clean version. It was like some Kendrick Lamar song.
I feel you. Well, I think this is this is a good stopping point for him, man. Look, this has been another episode of
Unplanned and Unashamed with Ray Money and Isaiah Pennell.
Thank y'all for y'all listening.
And be sure to share the podcast. Leave a review on Apple, Spotify, wherever. And we'll see you next time. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the Unplanned and Unashamed podcast. If you like what you've heard, make sure to subscribe, rate, review, and follow. And we'll see you on the next episode.